Welcome back to our city, where I'm joined by Councilman Carlos Torres, Mrs. Tanika Bowles, and Bill Jones from the Housing Authority. Tanika, one of the questions we were talking about during the break was beyond the Jets Play 60. What are some of the other initiatives that you're involved with?
With the Elizabeth Public School System, we do donate $25,000 a year to the Special Olympics program here, Project Unify. So we are in fact sponsoring the Special Olympics teams here, and we're going to continue to do that as well for the next
I go to the
years
Special
to
Olympics kickoff when they have it, and we have a team that enters, and it's great to watch those kids be challenged athletically.
Absolutely.
Really good. Bill, some of the other special invited guests on the 23rd.
Well, we have some of Todd's teammates. We're trying to get some coaches. We have some of the important politicians.
Thanks for including me.
Yeah,
in
we have
Todd's
you
teammates.
there.
I mean,
that
was totally unnecessary, but it is appreciated.
Yeah, and we're gonna a lot of community kids, which is really important. So we're gonna have a great turnout. We've got all kind of rides and games, which I'll get into later. You talked about Carlos's career, and I just gotta make mention. Carlos was very instrumental in the Elizabeth Packer youth football team. That team actually won a national award that was focused on one of the Super Bowl initiatives maybe 6 years ago. I did not know that, and I'm watching the game, and I hear the word Elizabeth Packers, and I said, "What is this?" And we did win some money for the team, and I'll applaud him for that effort and for that award.
Well, that's where I first met the councilman. When he came into my office as the mayor, he was running a football league, and he said, "I want you to come down on opening day for a football game." I didn't even know this league existed. He only had a few kids, and it's grown to, what, 300-400 kids now?
Over 300.
Over 300 kids, yeah. And start out with a handful.
Correct. I decided that I wanted to give back to the community that gave me so much growing up, that I started a Pop Warner program. And I believe my first year I had 60, 70 players, but I had a real difficult time using the football field, and the only field that we had at the time was Williams Field. So many doors were slammed in my face, but I remember walking in your office and I said, "Mayor, I need help. I need you guys to build me a field so that these kids can play, and these students and their parents can come and support them." And you looked at me and you said, "I'm going to build you a field." And a year and a half later, you did.
Built the field. Now we're going to name it after Todd Bowles.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool.
So that field is very special.
Very good.
So, Tanika, one of the questions they gave me, I don't know if you're uncomfortable asking this, but they want to know if Coach Bowles, when he's watching something in television, does he have the same quiet demeanor that he has at press conferences that everybody gets to watch him at?
It depends on the show he's watching. So he's a big Law and Order guy.
Yes.
He watches the marathon. He binges those when he's at home. But what we do every day when his schedule permits is we watch Jeopardy every day, and we're in competition with each other.
You are?
Oh yeah, and it gets cutthroat.
It does.
I usually win.
You usually win. I kind of guessed that. So Jeopardy's a big thing, huh?
Huge. It has been for almost a decade now. That's what we do.
So you got to beat each other to the answer? Is that how that happens?
Yeah, we keep score.
You keep score?
Yes, we try to beat the people that are actually playing on the television show, but we really are competing against each other.
Really?
Yes.
And some of these answers are like
I'm
bizarre.
a vault of useless trivia is kind of what I figured out over the years.
So you're familiar with useless information. Oh, that's interesting. I sit there and watch Jeopardy with my wife, and I don't know half these.
Todd's pretty good, though. He's the music and sports guy for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite categories?
Science.
Science?
History, art, those. Yes, mine for sure.
History I'm pretty good at, but science and art, no clue. No clue. So are we going to have entertainment at this event on April 23rd?
Absolutely. We actually reached out to Elizabeth Board of Education. We're going to have their marching band. We're actually looking for local talent. And speaking about Special Olympics, we actually, after the presentation, we're going to have a little flag football game with special needs kids after we acknowledge your husband.
So tell us about the special presentation that Todd's going to make on that day as well. He's going to present something to the city.
Well, I'll let Ms. Bowles.
You want to let Tanika do that? Okay.
Well, to the city, we're going to present our annual $25K donation We did it at the graduation or after the graduation ceremony he spoke at last year for Elizabeth High School. But this year we have a different platform and an event that's worthy of it as well. And maybe Councilman Torres can speak to this is we have the NFL commemorative gold Super Bowl ball that the NFL has given to every high school that had a Super Bowl player attend. So that ball is going to be dedicated to the Elizabeth High School system as well.
So Todd's going to present that ball to us, right? That's going to be pretty cool. We never had one of those, have we?
No.
No.
That's going to be pretty neat. So, Bill, tell us about some of the activities that are planned
Well,
for April 23rd.
we've got some jet cheerleaders coming into town. We have the major event. Today starts at 1 o'clock, okay? And we're going to do the actual ceremony at 2. The cheerleaders will be there, the marching band, the Elizabeth High School football team will be there. We're going to have for the kids, and I want everybody to get their kids to come down. It's going to be a great day. You know, all kind of rides. We've got a great setup, you know, some of the slides and everything, some sports games. So the field will be covered with different events for the kids. Of course, we're going to have some food, and it's just going to be a great day. All we need is good weather, and we're going to be good.
I can take care of that.
You guys can take care of that.
That's the job of the mayor, is to provide the good weather.
We have it well planned out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tanika, one of the things that's special here is prom season, and you get involved with helping young women during prom season. And since we're in April, prom season's upon us. Tell us what you do and what efforts you make to help these young ladies during prom season.
Well, as I said before, I have 3 boys, so there's hardly ever going to be an opportunity for me to get my daughter dressed for prom one day.
I have a daughter. I can bring her over.
So in saying that, a few years ago, we were with a different team, and I decided to start donating just some dresses and getting my hairstylist or whoever my makeup person was to just help out a few girls. Over the years, it's grown. Now that we're here and we're so well involved in the school system, I decided to get 100 of the at-risk girls here. The ones who may be going back to school after being out for some time for any reason, the ones who brought up grades or were in danger of not making the cut and did the at-risk girls that the school system is going to identify for me. So we're going to do the hair and the makeup and all the foo-foo frilly things the day of prom and provide them with dresses as well because they deserve it. Actually, they've earned it.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
And you know what? You're probably going to make that day extremely special for those young ladies.
It'll be special for me.
It'll be special for you because
Yeah.
you're never going to. Yeah, but you're going to have 3 handsome boys that are going to take somebody to the prom at some point.
Oh, don't remind me.
Listen, I'm teaching my daughter how to drive. I thought it was last year I taught her how to ride a bicycle.
I was just happy you guys raised the age, so now I have 1 more year to fight
That's
off
right,
the 13-year-old.
I know. Councilman, tell us about the date and the time and location, and make sure Bill mentioned it, but it's April 23rd.
It's April 23rd. The event starts at 1. It's 1 to 4. The presentation will start exactly at 2. 179 Front Street is the location, is the address. And it's going to be a great event. I mean, we have a lot of activities going on, just fun for the whole family. Face painting, balloons, like Bill Jones says. There's going to be food, popcorn, T-shirt for kids. So the football team will be there. Elizabeth High School cheerleaders will be there. It's going to be a great presentation.
I just want to know, are you going to catch a football at all during this period?
If I could get some sticky glue for my hands.
Sticky glue for your hands. Tanika, tell me, what message would you like the dedication ceremony to convey to young people, not only in our city, but throughout the region?
Again, my husband's a product of this community. And what I want the kids to understand is they can do it. Look at this guy, they can do it. Doesn't have to be football. It doesn't have to be sports at all, but you can do it. You can rise to the occasion and you can overcome and surmount anything because look at what he did. It's what I want the takeaway to be. That's all it needs to be.
So being a New Orleans lady, coming to the Northeast, is this a little bit of a culture shock for you?
Not really, because we've made so many inroads and so many pit stops along the way. But again, I'm happy. This feels like home. My in-laws are here, and my parents are right down the road in Pennsylvania, so I'm feeling right at home. And thank you again to the community. You guys have welcomed us, him back, me here, in so many ways. With all of the community initiatives, we've never gotten told no or wait or not now. You guys have been open arms, open time slots, whatever we need. You've been so accommodating, so thank you.
Well, we thank you for sharing Todd with us for not only this day, but because he's a busy guy with the combine and the draft coming up and all of this stuff he's got to do in the off season, and he's taking a day out of that schedule to spend it here in Elizabeth. And you constantly coming back for all of you. I saw you on Thanksgiving Day. You brought 2 of your boys with you, I think?
2 of them, yeah.
And helped feed some seniors and some people at risk during Thanksgiving dinner. That was a fun thing. We do that every year with the Portuguese Lions Club, so thank you.
Thank you.
So Bill, tell us about the Housing Authority and how does anybody contact you and what role?
Well,
I understand you're playing a major role in this on April 23rd.
Yeah, we Carlos
Like
asked.
paying for it.
Yeah, well, we help out. We like to have the big events. You know, we think I think Elizabeth's a big deal. You know, I've been here many years. I've had a great career. We've had a long-standing relationship, so that wasn't a problem. Housing Authority is over in the Bayway part of Elizabeth. The number is 908-965-2400. Any questions about housing, affordable housing, social services, program for kids, call the main number. You can ask to speak to me, Kathy Hart, my deputy director, and we'll see what we can do. We have community center downtown, community center uptown, and I must add, guests that will be there will be the #1 True Jet fan in Elizabeth, long-standing, is Patricia Perkins Auguste. You know, she's not a new Jet fan.
She's always been a Jet fan.
Yes, she has been. Yes, she has been.
Councilman, we got a hat for you. Or are you going to give this to me?
You could have that one.
No, this is a pretty nice one, actually. So
I want mine's autographed.
You want yours? I try not to get mine autographed too. Councilman, I want to thank you for putting this event together. I want to thank you for the idea and the creativity. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on April 23rd. If anybody needs to reach you or the organization that's putting it together, who do they call?
You could reach me at 908-370-5214, or my email is councilmantorres@gmail.com.
And Tanika, thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to join us on this show, and especially for your commitment to the kids in our school system, the 4th and 5th grade, the young ladies in the prom. You know, for somebody who didn't grow up here, you're sure making inroads and making a commitment to our kids. And thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
She's family now.
She's family. And I look forward to seeing you on April 23rd.
Same
And I
here.
can't wait to tell your husband about the first question, but you're going to dominate the whole show.
It probably won't surprise him.
It won't surprise him,
No.
right? I want to thank Mrs. Tanika Bowles for coming here, Councilman Carlos Torres of the First Ward, and Mr. Bill Jones, the Executive Director of the Elizabeth Housing Authority. I hope to see all of you on April 23rd at the Waterfront Football Field when we formally declare it the Todd Bowles Sports Complex. We'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.
Offering everything you could want from college, including a life. Kane University.